And welcome back everybody. Today I've got not a radio, I've got a record player. A Dansette Trent, as you can see. Made in the UK, quite popular I believe in the 50s and 60s. Somebody actually wrote on one of the threads that these were as ubiquitous as the Hoover vacuum cleaner back in the day. Good quality one too. I forget the name, the model number of this one, but again, according to some other information, this was from their more expensive line. So they made a number of models, cheapies up to the good ones. And this one's stereophonic. And I don't have a schematic for it, unfortunately, but I did find a valve lineup for it. So if I can't read the numbers, I can certainly work out what they are. This one's not, like I said, I think I said it, or I didn't, 1969, and she's a big one. And what we have here is a detachable speaker, and the cord's all there, which is good, and the plug, so that's alright. Just move that out of the way. And what have we got? Tone, balance, volume, and on off. Cool. And the record player itself, oh that's nice. Cool. Bring the camera over. So we've got our power plug. It looks pretty good condition. And pardon me, I think you can see it. I did have a brief look at it. The only thing this is missing, as you can see, there's no cartridge or stylus in it, and turntable doesn't want to spin. The record arm doesn't want to come up. But anyway, speed's all working. All right. The amplifier's right behind there, so I'm going to get it out and we'll see what happens. Oh, an on-off light too, how about that? So I'll work out how to get this thing opened up, and we're going to have a look at the guts of it. And I'm probably going to do this in a two-parter, so we'll work on the amplifier first, and then I'll do my best with that turntable. Back soon. Oh, well, here it is finally out of the case, and yep, 3 valves. What are they? ECL 82. There'll be 2 of those, and something EZ80 or something, which is the rectifier there. The wires I've snipped. That's for the red and brown there for the turntable. 240 volts. So I've just put your shrink over there so to keep myself safe. That's those 2 wires there. They come off for the extension speaker socket, and of course the leads for the turntable pickup. So that's quite straightforward. Power transformers there. Speaker looks alright, doesn't it? Yeah. And unfortunately, yeah, it's one of those early book PCB boards. Oh God, I hate these, but still. Okay, so dual output trannies, and what else? We've got a cap can there, and that's got 3 values on it: 32 plus 16 microfarad. They're running at 275 volts maximum, and a 25 microfarad at 25 volts. So that's what do we call it? Oh jeez, yeah, a cathode bypass, of course. There it is, and okay, where is it? There's the can there, right there. As you can see, let's get in there. So I'm looking at there, and if I can get in close enough and look, most likely there as well. So little tabs that have been just bent over and soldered in, and I would assume that I'll take a quick guess, because there's no nothing I can see on the can to indicate, no shapes to indicate, you know, a diamond or a triangle is 16 and a square is 32 and whatever. But one of these might be earth. No. Yep. So they all earth out. That's the common earth there. So there's our three. But which is which? 16, 32, 25? I have no idea. I could take some readings, I suppose, and with the multimeter might give us some idea. But most likely should be able to eliminate the 25, because that only runs at 40 volts, and the other two, well, at least it's one's eliminated. As to which is 16, as to which to 32, I wouldn't have a clue. No schematic. Oh well, let's just give it a bit of power and see what we get. How am I going to test it though? I'll look up the pinout for that rectifier valve. Okay, first things first, I've got the pinouts for the EZ80, and so we'll look at the plate, which is two plates on it, pins 1 and 7. And get my little clips, and I can already see the gap there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pin, correct? Pins 1, hold on there, don't move, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 7. Let's see, I knew that. As soon as I moved the multimeter, bang. No, just give me a second. Okay, just touching. So let's check for plate voltage, and let's go to some juice. Plenty. Cool. And what are we? Where are we? And filament is 4 and 5. Hope these are easier. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And up some power. Yep, 6.3 volts, that'll get there. Cool. Alright, next thing I want to look at is this bloody cap can. And I'll get some different probes. Where are they? Now, what I did do, I'm assuming there's common earth somewhere. So what was it? Blah 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 blah. There, as I said, right. So let's try this. Try and determine at least. Bugger, get in there. I'll have to hold those and give it some power, see what we get. I've got it up to about 160 volts. Taking its time, but we're getting there. Still on millivolts. Here we go. 1.8, 2 volts, 3, 4, 5, 6. I reckon that's probably the cathode bypass. So we'll go to the second one. We've got 120 odd volts there, so that's either a 16 or a 32. 166, 119. So, okay, that determines 25, negative 16 or 32. I don't know where each one of them goes. That's the problem. So I've got a 50% chance of getting it right. But I'm going to look up on the net and see if there's somebody's got some information on this. And by the way, while we're at it, there's our pickup wires. Bloody thing works. How about that? Which is really cool. Alright, so I'm going to do a bit of research. I'm not going to touch those, and try and suss out this can. Also, I'll give it another good look. Maybe maybe it has got some shapes on there that tell me which is which, but certainly that's going to be 25 microfarad. I'll be back. I did a bit of research, and there's some stuff on the threads about that cap can, and people do mention, you know, what I've got here, but unfortunately no pictures or anything to really let me confirm which is which, or which of those two are 16 and which is 32. But I came back and I did a reading on them, and this is what I get. So yeah, as you can see, that reads out at 66 and that reads out at 71. So I'm assuming, I guess, those are rough guess, that's 16, that's 32. Still they're running at really high capacitance, so I mean these things are old. All that's left is for me really, all I can do at the moment is unsolder it, take the can out, and maybe on the base of the can there'll be some symbols that will help me work it out. Anyway, I will persevere, and I'm really shit house at taking solder off things like this, but I will work my way through it. Well, here's the can out, and I had hoped for some symbols, but there's absolutely nothing in there to tell me. I know you can't really see, but there's no symbols in there at all. But what I've done is I've taken another reading with the cap out of Circa, and a 71 reads at 50, and what I thought was the 66 reads at 21. So to me, I think I'm correct. That's 35 or 32. That's 16, and by default that stays at 25 UF, given the low voltage that we had there. It was only like 8 volts or something, which is sort of normal for a 25 microfarad for a cathode bypass, and we had high voltage there. So that's what I'm going to go with. That'll be 32, that'll be 16, and I will terminate all the negative leads to that one point there. Sounds good to me. Let's try it. Oh, well, first I've got to work out where I'm going to put the bloody caps, because that's not going back in place. But I'll colour code these now so that I actually remember what's what. I don't want to leave it to memory. Right, well, here's my solution for the caps. So there's my 32, which in this case, oh, pardon me, is a 40, since I don't have 32s, and two 16s just ain't going to fit in there. So the old rule, if you haven't got the exact value, go up. High capacitance, and there's the 16 there, and there's our little cathode bypass. So I've soldered up the negatives, they're all together, boom boom boom, and this will fit in there. I'll solder it up, sorry, there it is, that'll all go in there. Make sure it's all correct. You see I've colour coded them all, so green for earth, yellow for 25, red for 16, and orange for, well, in this case 40. So let's put that in and I'll solder it up and come back. Okay, so the 3 caps are mounted, as you can see, and they're pretty sturdy. Alright, let's run the test. I'll just get this up and stable. Some bit of soldering work, and I've left the fly leads out, so at least I can attach the probe, and we will measure the voltage as well. So, very DC. Think you can see it. I've got a little symbol on my screen that's in the way. Yep, you can see it. So, negative. Oh well, chassis will do. That's all right. And let's measure that one. 16 microfarad. And cross my fingers on this one. Come on, it's 160 volts of mains. Oh, here we go. Good. No smoke, no shorts. 200 volts, that's great. So we should get, on the 40 UF, I should get, oh yeah, 177, what's that one? 130, okay, and cathode bypass should be very, very low. 6.98 volts. And I'm earthing out the wire. Working well. Excellent. Excellent. Oh God, that was a worry. Alright, next step, there's a couple of caps in there. I know there's a .001 that I have to replace. Read that on the threads. So it's a bit of a tight fit in there, but that's the one there I'm looking at. And there's another electrode. Oh, it looks like an electrode behind the valve, and there's another one in there, and plus the odd resistor here and there. So, but I'll certainly change those on there, and another gold cap behind one of the amplifier valves. Right there, you see my little finger moving around. Cool. So I'm probably going to end up taking, oh God, what will I do? I think I'll take the 2 output transformers and just lift them out, and and the valves as well. Make my life a bit easier. But I'll just keep coming back. But it looks like this is a goer, and shouldn't be too many problems with this. It's the turntable I'm worried about, and I'll tell you what, I wish I had Don from Don's old radio shed living around the corner. He's a whiz with the with turntables. Anyway, I'll be back shortly. I've taken out the first output tranny and the valves, 2 valves, gives me a lot of room, and we've got these little orange electrodes there, and there are 3 of them, and luckily I can read the voltage on that. It says 25 volts, and there's one way over there, and it's 25 microfarad. So they all look to be the same, and once I get them out, I'll just put grid bypass caps in there. Oh, sorry, cathode bypass caps. Pardon me. And that should be all good. And I did a quick measurement. The old resistors there, they've got to be changed too, and that's, as I said earlier, that's a .001. So just a poly will go there. And I believe there's another one over the other side of the chassis. Anyway, I'll persevere, and with this pretty fiddly sort of work. Okay, so I have finished the first channel, and replaced all those little caps there and the resistors, and virtually 99% of them were just way out of spec. So as you can see, I've just got the output transformer jumpered in, and I'm just going to earth the that's the other speaker there, the extension speaker at the back. You can just see it. I've got that hooked up too, so that's good. I'm going to put all that back in again and solder it all up, and then I'll come back and actually we'll I'll just plug my phone into it, and we'll see what it sounds like. As you can see, all back together, and I've connected up my Bluetooth there, and my phone's ready, so it's all powered up, ready to go, and bang.
Adventures in time and space, told in future tense.
Cool.
Dimension.
That's alright.
When man first crossed the vast distances of outer space,
pretty cool,
to land on strange worlds.
Alright, turn that off. Alright, so next thing now, pull out that that output transformer right there, give me some room, and I'll just do the same thing again, and a couple of caps there, little caps, and a couple of resistors, and pretty much I think the job's done. Oh, I have to check those resistors as well. They're on the tone control. So anyway, not much to do, just time consuming. 'Cause this ain't point-to-point wiring, that's for sure. But anyway, working good, and I will just continue on with it. Okay, I've finished up that other channel and changed all the caps and resistors, well, all the caps for sure. Was a 0.01 there, and some resistors. So all jump it in, and I thought, well, given it's a record player, I've got my little what is it, Monarch, HMV Monarch there. So I've got it all wired in, and let's give it a test. Hopefully it works. You know my luck. Oh dear me. Wait for the thing to come on, power up. Here we go. I can hear shit. Not bad. Nice sound. That's full volume. Well, that's good. I'm very pleased with that. Alright, I will get that power transformer back, that output transformer back into the case, solder it up, and the amp is done, really. So I'll come back when I've finished that. Okay, it's all back in. Everything's soldered up. Everything that should be soldered up is soldered up, and I've got the thing running. You can hear the little buzzing in the background. Have to live with that. Now I'll finish it off with another record, and there's a little record player, and I referred to it as a Monarch earlier, and it's not. It's a Monaco, HMV Monaco. Anyway, I pulled out something appropriate from the 60s, Breakthrough, an introduction to Studio 2 stereo, whatever the hell that means. Anyway, I got this at the op shop for a princely sum of $1. So, let's go out with... Oh, come on. Oh yeah, cha-cha. That's a pretty good sound, I guess, you know. For 1969, stereophonic, Well, at the moment it's mono. I've got both channels. Sorry, I've got the mono signal running through both channels. And little extension speaker, which is also running, but it's not very loud actually. Still. So the old Dansette Trent lives again, even though it was working when I first powered it up. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I will be back in part 2 for this and attempt that turntable, and hopefully we can get it running. And I will search around for a spare cartridge, see if I can fit it in there. Hopefully I've got something lying around. Otherwise, no, I'll figure something out for sure. Anyway, again, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back very, very soon, so have fun and take care as we cha-cha-cha.